Hello everyone, my name is Nor. Welcome to my video presentation. In today's video, another interesting place that's on my bucket list that I've always wanted to see. The Aurora Borealis, otherwise known as the Northern Lights. In this video presentation, we'll discuss and answer some questions related to the Northern Lights, like what are the Northern Lights? What causes the Northern Lights? Where is the best place to see the Northern Lights? When is the best time of the year to see the Northern Lights? Why are the Northern Lights different colors? And the last question that we will answer in this video is, can we see the Northern Lights with naked eye? I hope you will enjoy this video. Let's get started. The Northern Lights are also known as the Aurora Borealis, meaning light of dawn. It's said the term was first coined by Galileo in 1623 and is derived from Aurora, the goddess of the dawn, and Boreas, the northern wind personified. The Northern Lights and their counterpart in the southern hemisphere appear when highly charged solar wind particles flowing from the sun collide with air molecules in the Earth's atmosphere, transferring their energy to light. This occurs around the polar regions where those magnetic fields converge. These magnetic fields create aurora ovals around the top and bottom of our planet, which move and distort as the Earth rotates and solar flare activity increases. They usually occur between 60 and 75 degrees of latitude, which covers northern parts of Canada, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Alaska, and Russia, as well as all of Iceland. Interestingly, the Northern and Southern Lights, or Aurora Australis, occur simultaneously, but the inverse seasons mean they generally aren't visible at the same time. What causes the Northern Lights? The sun is essentially a huge ball of self-luminous plasma which rotates every 27 days or so, and surrounding the sun is a million-degree hot atmosphere called corona. Sometimes there are large openings where the sun's magnetic field stretches into space, and these corona holes are the key to the Northern Lights. Fast-moving solar wind flows from these corona holes, consisting of a stream of charged particles, which typically take 2 to 3 days to reach the Earth. Though this can be much faster following powerful solar flares or coronal mass ejections, or CME. The charged particles then collide with the Earth's magnetic field and accelerate down the magnetic lines towards the poles. Most are diverted and disappear into space, but the fast ones enter the Earth's upper atmosphere, where the magnetic fields converge. This is where the reaction of the particles and gases happen. Atoms and molecules of oxygen and nitrogen get excited and release the light we know as the Northern Lights. Indeed, the event occurs simultaneously in the Southern Hemisphere, causing the Southern Lights or the Aurora Australis to appear, with one mirroring the other. Where is the best place to see the Northern Lights? The Northern Lights most commonly occur within the geographic area beneath the aurora oval. It encompasses Iceland, northern parts of Sweden, Finland, Norway, Russia, Canada, and Alaska, as well as southern Greenland. The map graphic shown here is indicative of where the aurora are most visible, but they can appear at lower latitudes. Particularly strong solar storms can result in the lights being seen in Scotland and northern England, though most aurora activity occurs within the oval. However, aurora activity is not consistent in the aurora oval. The appearance of lights as a ring around the poles constantly shift. Therefore, strong aurora in Sweden do not necessarily mean strong aurora in Canada and vice versa. Northern Scandinavia and Iceland offer the most accessible destinations from the UK for viewing the northern lights, but there are recognized locations throughout the zone that offer optimum conditions for sightings. It is important to be away from any sources of artificial light, such as street lighting, whereas you do want to be near open spaces offering big sky viewing. The aurora borealis are potentially visible under dark skies from late August to mid-April, preferably under a clear, cloudless sky. While they occur year-round, they are weaker than sunlight, and therefore sightings aren't possible from May to July and for most of August. Spring and autumn generally provide more stable weather conditions and milder temperatures, plus there is a greater aurora activity around equinoxes. November through to February offer the darkest skies and longer evenings for maximum sky gazing. The strongest lights tend to appear between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m., though the best sightings often occur between 11 p.m. and midnight. Between 4 a.m. and 5 p.m., there is generally too much daylight to see the aurora. Exceptions are the darkest months of the year and higher latitudes such as Svalbard, where it's dark 24/7 and from mid-November to end of January. The aurora borealis are potentially visible under dark skies from late August to mid-April, preferably under a clear, cloudless sky. While they occur year-round, they are weaker than sunlight, and therefore sightings aren't possible from May to July and for most of August. Spring and autumn generally provide more stable weather conditions and milder temperatures, plus there is a greater aurora activity around equinoxes. November through to February offer the darkest skies and longer evenings for maximum sky gazing. The strongest lights tend to appear between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m., though the best sightings often occur between 11 p.m. and midnight. Between 4 a.m. and 5 p.m., there is generally too much daylight to see the aurora. Exceptions are the darkest months of the year and higher latitudes such as Svalbard, where it's dark 24/7 and from mid-November to end of January. Can we really see the northern lights with our naked eye? What do you think? Yes or no? Absolutely yes. We can see the northern lights with our naked eye. Most commonly, the aurora seen will be green or whitish, but depending on the strength of the activity. Pinks and reds are also visible to our naked eye. The sensitivity of a person's eyes will also be a factor. If the northern lights are strong enough, you can see them with your naked eye. However, most photographs of the northern lights are taken with special camera setups and at least a long shutter speed. So the lights almost always look more dramatic in photographs. But the majesty of the moment, as you gaze up at the aurora shimmering above, you cannot fully be described, even in the most incredible photo. Maybe it's time just to put your phone away and enjoy the moment. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Norb. See you in my next video.